Trump, but never showed us the first Trump. Could it be there was going to be a difference between the first and the last Trump? Could it be he's talking about the first term as the first Trump, and then Biden, and then the last term as the last?
Wow.
But remember what I always say, ladies and gentlemen, coincidence is when God chooses to remain anonymous. So there is a book written 130 years ago, actually in 1896. Says it's called Essential Ingersoll in Lockwood Collection. So if you notice, it says Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey. You see, the moment you see that, you see the book is actually called, of course this one is called Baron Trump. But the mere fact that that's 130 years ago. Put it again so you can see it. Saying it says by Ingersoll Lockwood. All right?
Yes, sir.
Then we go to the next collection, which is in 3 books. Essential what? Ingersoll Lockwood Collection. Number 1, Travels and Adventures of what? Of Little Baron Trump and his wonderful dog, Baron. All right? Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey. Then 1900, or The Last President. And it is by Ingersoll Lockwood of what? Of New York. And where does Trump stay? New York. So it's talking about someone called Baron Trump, of course. So watch this. When he starts to look at what he says, that was a terrible night for the great city of New York, the night of Tuesday, November 3rd, 1896. The city staggered under the blow. This is the first 2 lines, 3 lines. Under the blow, like a huge ocean liner, which plunges full speed with terrible, or rather terrific crash into a mighty iceberg. That's 20 years before the Titanic. I'm not saying this guy is a prophecy kind of Latin guy who is moving around. I'm trying to show you that your mouth can be grabbed by the Spirit.
Wow.
A donkey spoke in the Bible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
A writer is writing, and 20 years before the Titanic, he's already writing about this huge iceberg sinking the biggest ship.
Wow.
Now you didn't get this.
This is God.
Let's go down to the last line. I want to show you something. The Fifth Avenue Hotel will be the first to feel the fury of the mob. No, you did not get it. And it so happens that the Trump Tower is in the Fifth Avenue.
Yes, sir.
No, you didn't. So when this opens up, watch this. When this opens up, it opens up with the crowd. Some people are in their houses and they are waiting, watching the news to see who would win the elections. And everyone is like really, they've confirmed with their spirits, with everyone, that it will not be this other outsider. It will be the person they're used to. And then the news come in, and it is a populist leader, one just like Trump. And the man Trump is one. And then the crowd starts getting angry. Sounds like 2016. Starts getting angry, and they are moving toward a certain location where there is a place called the Trump Palace. It is like a Trump crown, where they are going to find where this man stays. And yet there is the Trump Tower, and the street is correct. Not only that, when he chooses who he will move with and who is the closest in cabinet, the guy is called Lefay. Please, can you guess what the surname is of the person this guy in the novel chose 130 years ago to write as the person who would be with this Trump? Yes, it's called Lefay. Do you know the surname? Pence.
Ooh.
No, they didn't get it.
Wow.
And the vice president happens to be
the vice president.
Mike Pence. No, see, people, then it begins to talk about the riots in Chicago. Anarchy. People burning. Is it not what we saw? Although it was called Black Lives Matter, but it was also in Chicago. It was also in these locations. It was in all same locations. It is pinpointing it 130 years ago. I'm not saying Trump is the last president. I'm not also not saying it. This young guy, Baron Trump, is given, of course you know that the son of Trump is called Byron. I hope you remember that.
Yes, sir.
And this same guy who is called Byron has got an ability to go into the underground. Hear me well. Time travel to go into the center This book gives him an access. It says he gets something that gives him a map that is given by Dawn that gives him access into time travel. The only problem with time travel is the person who spoke about time travel is called Tesla. All right. I know you are thinking Elon Musk right now. That's a bad idea. Elon Musk took the word Tesla from Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla died in the 1940s. And guess what the US government did? Please put a write-up there so that they see what the US president did, who they sent. Donald Trump's angle reviewed Tesla's death ray, secrets, and found mysterious royal letters. A newly uncovered video is making waves among scientists and conspiracy theorists. In the clip, Dr. John D. Trump, the late MIT physicist and angle of what? President Donald Trump opens up about his extraordinary role in assessing Nikola Tesla's secret research after Tesla's death. Dr. Trump was commissioned by what? By the US government in 1943. How is the US understanding? Let's commission the angle. I want to show you again that picture. Let's just read the, I believe it's the 7th line. This elects Brian president of the United States. Strange to say, the people in the upper portion of the city made no movement to rush out of their houses and collect the public squares. And are you getting this? Although the night was clear and beautiful, they sat as if paralyzed with nameless dread. It says, when the president is chosen, they are confused. Remember some of them saying, I will leave America. And when they converse, it was with bated breath and throbbing hearts. In less than half an hour, mounted policemen dashed through the streets, calling out, keep within your houses, close your doors, and barricade them. The entire east side in the state of uproar. Mobs of vast size are organizing. Keep within your houses, of course. Plunder and despoil the houses of the rich. That means the person that they have elected is what?
It's rich.
Thank you so much. We are just in page 1. This is chapter 1, page 1. We haven't gone anywhere. But this issue is not about this book. It's me trying to show you that somebody was writing about something that they had no idea of. And they're talking about the president is rich. And guess what? When he comes into power, guess what he says? He wants to drain all the monies of the people who are controlling governments. That people, the normal person on the street is not getting anything because there's so much power that has been given to a few. So he wants to upset the other rich because he's an outsider and he's not a politician. That's what is in the novel. And that's what Donald Trump was. He was not a politician. He's not linked to a family in politics. And boom, the guy writes it and Donald Trump comes in. Same way. And guess what he wanted to do? To remove power, drain power from the elites and the rich. And Donald Trump's main campaign tactic, or rather motto in 2016 was drain the swamp. I want to shock you somewhere. I'm not saying that's what it's saying. I'm trying to show you what makes people say this is. As a matter of fact, I want you to hear this.
There's only 2 days left to register to vote in Georgia and Arizona. 48 hours. Like, text people now. Now. And then make sure they actually do vote. If they don't, this will be the last election. That's my prediction.
I'm not saying he's saying correctly. It seems as if people are getting something. They are getting to get. Watch this. Who won this election, this past election? According to Donald Trump, it is Baron Trump. Maybe they didn't get it.
They're missing.
He said he told me everything I needed because this generation is internet based. He said he was telling me, go on this one, don't go on this one, go on this one, go on this one, go on this one. Dad, try to do this. He said, this is an intelligent guy. He made me win elections. That's what Trump said himself. The problem with that is the guy in the book, Baron Trump, there is a certain gadget he uses to get access to, and it's called Google. No. I'm talking about 130 years.
30 years ago.
Yes, sir. How is this man using? Of course, Google. You can have all those differences, but the reality is how uncanny Imagine. Even so, how similar it is that this guy is using Google. And this guy, although he's using internet and using all this platform, Google. And that's even before internet was invented. In that sense of, it's everywhere now with everyone.
This is strange. Strange.
How did he write his book and he knew exactly what to do, where to search this information, where to get this information? How did it happen that he has this information? Yes, it's just a novel. Yes, it's simply fiction. But when fiction depicts reality and you can see the reality, what then are you going to do about it? Now, we want to show you. So 1 Corinthians 15, 50 and 51, 2. Now that this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. And I told you several times, what if the Lord pushed the prophet to predict as Paul, to predict that there is a trump coming? I'm not saying that's what he... See, I'm using analysis for now. You notice it doesn't say the first trump. For the trumpet shall sound and the dead shall be raised incorruptible and we shall be changed. See, this verse can be talking about different timelines. And we still want to know what it's really saying. It doesn't mean say when Trump comes, then boom, people are raised from the dead. But it says the last trump. Yet this seems to have been a first trump. Then we had a break, then went to his last term that Elon Musk is the last election. Is this what Prophet Angel is saying? No. Prophet Angel is simply using what people are saying to look at things and go like, this doesn't make sense. It's too coincidental. And coincidence is when God chooses to remain anonymous. Now, when you see Donald Trump, the first president to change, as the Bible has already said that this is going to be the city of the king, to change Tel Aviv from being the capital city into what? Jerusalem. He declared it. And it was declared. Such a prophetic milestone that Donald Trump is the only one to do it.
Wow.
No, you're not getting this. Just over the weekend, he went where? To the greatest enemy of Israel, Iran, and said, no more sanctions. What is he playing it? That means he is now the one in the middle now. He's talking to Israelites. He's giving them safety. Now he has already forgiven the Iranians. He's looking for peace. And then he's taken Gaza and says he's going to put a holiday resort in the middle. The most troublesome area, conflict-ridden location, he wants to put a whole system there where people will have hotels and casinos. What is there? Peace. But the Bible says when they shall say,
There's peace and safety.
peace and safety. Not just peace, there will be somebody protecting. It says it will be owned by America. That means I'm standing in the buffer. We are protecting this and we're protecting you. There will be peace. So there is safety based on peace. Safety that will guarantee peace is only when America is in the middle of the enemies. If you want to zing one to Israel, you have to pass it through me. And if you pass it through me, you have declared war against America. And no one wants to make that mistake. So there is safety. And then there is peace. And all guaranteed by Trump. That doesn't make Trump the Antichrist, but a placeholder. Somebody who is doing something to authenticate the Bible. So that the prophetic word of the Bible will come to pass. So is he the last president? Let me tell you something. We are actually at a station where this world as we know it is about to forward. But a lot of people don't get it. We have not said he is not the last president. And we have not said he is. But we are telling you he is lining up with what will happen at the very end.
Good News World with Uebert Angel, provoking a reaction and always worth hearing.